the legends that shaped the destiny of Israel. During a time of deep oppression and despair, there arose a luminous beacon of hope named Deborah, a woman who, apart from an incredible beauty, was a prophetess and judge. Deborah defied the norms of her age to guide her people out of darkness and into the promise of liberation. The complete biblical history of Deborah, her divine calling, the epic confrontation with Israel's enemies, and the profound lessons her life continues to offer. Deborah lived in an era when the land of Israel was shackled by the cruelty of foreign oppressors. The once proud nation had been reduced to subjugation, its people burdened by injustice and despair. In the midst of such darkness, Deborah emerged. A woman of uncommon wisdom and spiritual strength, whose authority flowed not from military might, but from divine inspiration. Every day, beneath the sheltering branches of an ancient palm near a life-giving spring, she rendered judgment and offered counsel to all who came seeking hope. Men and women alike traveled from distant regions, their hearts heavy with sorrow, yet buoyed by the promise that in her words lay the voice of God. One radiant morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky with hues of gold and crimson, Deborah received a clear and urgent vision. In that divine encounter, God revealed a plan for Israel's deliverance. A great battle was impending, a battle in which the formidable enemy, led by the notorious commander Sisera, would be defeated. The divine message was both a call to arms and a promise of salvation. Empowered by this heavenly commission, Deborah summoned Barak, a courageous warrior from the tribe of Naphtali. Though renowned for his valor, Barak was not free from doubt when faced with overwhelming odds. Yet Deborah's unwavering confidence inspired him. With a voice that resonated like a clarion call over the hills, she declared, "Barak, the Lord commands you to gather your forces from the tribes of Naphtali and Zebulun. March to Mount Tabor and confront Sisera's army. Trust in God's design, for he is with you, and your courage will liberate Israel." Barak, moved by her fervor and the undeniable authority in her words, vowed to obey, but not without a condition. "I will go forth," he said, "but only if you, Deborah, accompany me into battle, for your guidance is the assurance of God's favor." With a gentle nod and a calm intensity that belied the gravity of the moment, Deborah consented. Thus began an extraordinary alliance between the prophetess and the warrior, uniting divine insight and martial prowess in a mission that would forever change the destiny of Israel. As news of Deborah's divine vision spread, the people felt a stirring of hope. The oppressed began to believe that deliverance was near. Warriors from every tribe rallied together, their hearts beating as one with the promise of freedom. The march to Mount Tabor was arduous. The road was fraught with treacherous paths and memories of past defeats. Yet, with Deborah at their side, the Israelites found solace in the recitations of ancient promises, stories of forefathers who had triumphed through faith and unity. With each measured step, despair was replaced by determination, and the weight of oppression slowly lifted. When the assembled host reached the foothills of Mount Tabor, nature itself seemed to herald the coming confrontation. The skies, long shrouded in sorrow, burst open with a torrential downpour. Sheets of rain transformed the rugged terrain into a slippery quagmire, a detail that would prove crucial in the unfolding battle. The enemy's chariots, symbols of their martial might, soon found their wheels ensnared by the mud, rendering them ineffective. To the Israelites, this unexpected change in the weather was a clear sign of divine favor. Bolstered by this omen, they surged forward with renewed vigor, each soldier certain that the hand of God was at work. As the battle commenced, the clamor of clashing swords and the cries of combatants filled the air. Amid the chaos, Deborah's foresight and strategic wisdom shone forth. Her prophetic insight had not only forewarned of the enemy's strength, but also revealed the secret weakness that would bring about their downfall. With precise coordination, Barak led the charge, his every command imbued with the faith that had been instilled in him by Deborah. The enemy, led by Sisera, a man whose name had become synonymous with cruelty, found themselves overwhelmed by the fervor and unity of the Israelites. Their disciplined ranks began to falter under the relentless onslaught, and the tide of battle turned inexorably in favor of Israel. In the heart of the fray, as the dust of conflict swirled and the roar of battle reached a fever pitch, a dramatic turn of events unfolded. Sisera, the once mighty commander, saw his formidable army unravel before his eyes. Isolated and desperate, he sought to escape the crushing defeat. In a bid for survival, Sisera fled the battlefield and took refuge in the tent of Jael, a woman known among her people for her hospitality and gentle nature. Yet beneath her unassuming exterior lay a fierce resolve born of years of suffering under oppression. Jael had long harbored a quiet determination to see justice done, a determination that would now find its moment. Under the cover of night, when the battlefield lay silent and the stars bore witness to the unfolding drama, Jael acted decisively. With deliberate care, she retrieved from her humble dwelling a tent peg and a mallet. Entering the tent where Sisera lay, unaware and vulnerable, Jael advanced with a calm that belied the gravity of her purpose. In a single, swift motion, she drove the peg into his temple, ending the life of the enemy commander. This unexpected act of valor not only fulfilled Deborah's earlier prophecy that a woman's hand would secure the final blow, but also symbolized the triumph of divine justice over human tyranny. When the first light of dawn broke over Mount Tabor, it revealed a scene transformed by both battle and deliverance. Word of Sisera's demise spread quickly throughout Israel, igniting celebrations that rang out in joyful shouts and tearful prayers. The oppressive chains that had bound the nation were shattered, replaced by the promise of a new beginning. Deborah's leadership had not only led to a military victory, but had rekindled the flame of hope in every heart. The victory was celebrated far and wide as a miraculous intervention, a testament to the power of faith, the courage of the willing, and the providence of God. In the days that followed, the land of Israel embarked on a long journey of healing. Communities scarred by years of tyranny began to rebuild their lives, drawing strength from the memory of that fateful battle. In marketplaces, at family hearths, and during communal gatherings, the epic story of Deborah, Barak, and Jael was recounted with reverence. Songs of victory were composed, and each retelling reaffirmed the belief that when guided by divine will, even the most downtrodden people could rise and claim their destiny. The battle at Mount Tabor was no longer merely a military engagement. It had become a symbol of liberation, a vivid reminder that God's justice prevails even against the most formidable adversaries. Deborah's story, replete with both struggle and triumph, embodies the eternal truth that deliverance comes not only through physical might, but also through spiritual fortitude. Her legacy, etched into the collective memory of Israel, serves as a beacon for all who dare to challenge oppression. Her life is a testimony to the power of a clear vision, the importance of unity, and the potential for unexpected heroes to emerge in times of crisis. Through the harmonious blend of divine guidance and human endeavor, Israel was freed from the bonds of its enemies, a liberation that was celebrated not just in the annals of history, but in the hearts of every person who continued to draw inspiration from her example. The narrative of Deborah transcends the mere retelling of a historical battle. It offers timeless lessons on leadership, faith, and the resilience of the human spirit. At its core, her story is a powerful reminder that divine guidance often appears in the most unexpected forms. In a world fraught with challenges and uncertainty, Deborah's unwavering commitment to God's will teaches us that true strength is born from the courage to heed that inner call. Her ability to listen to the still, small voice of the divine, even amidst the clamor of a troubled world, invites each of us to cultivate our inner wisdom and to trust in the higher purpose that guides our lives. One of the most profound lessons from Deborah's life is the importance of collaboration in the face of adversity. Her partnership with Barak is a striking illustration of how leadership is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared responsibility. Barak, initially hesitant and burdened by self-doubt, found in Deborah a mentor and a steadfast companion whose clarity of vision transformed his uncertainty into action. Their alliance reminds us that when individuals come together, each contributing their unique strengths, they create a force capable of overcoming even the most formidable obstacles. This message is particularly resonant today when divisions seem to be ever more pronounced. It challenges us to embrace unity, to seek common ground, and to work in concert toward the realization of a more just and compassionate society. Moreover, the unexpected heroism of Jael adds yet another dimension to the lessons of this ancient narrative. Often we associate valor only with those who bear the insignia of power or the tools of conventional warfare. Jael's quiet, determined act of delivering justice with a simple tent peg defies such expectations. Her courage is a reminder that the capacity for heroism lies within everyone, regardless of one's social standing or outward appearance. It calls on us to recognize and celebrate the quiet acts of bravery that often go unnoticed but are crucial to the transformation of society. Deborah's life also invites reflection on the delicate balance between destiny and personal agency. While her calling was divinely ordained, it was her deliberate choices, her willingness to act in the face of overwhelming odds, that brought the promise of liberation to fruition. This interplay between fate and free will challenges us to consider the power inherent in our own decisions. Even when external circumstances seem insurmountable, the actions we choose to take can alter the course of our lives and, by extension, the world around us. In this sense, Deborah's legacy is not merely a relic of the past, but a living blueprint for personal empowerment and collective change. Another enduring teaching from her story is the imperative of justice. Deborah's judgments, rendered with both compassion and firmness, underscore the idea that true freedom is inseparable from fairness. In a time when the rights of many were trampled by oppression, she became a symbol of hope and equity. Today, her example encourages us to stand up against injustice wherever it exists, to lend our voices to the voiceless, and to work relentlessly toward a society where dignity and fairness prevail. Her life, marked by an unyielding commitment to righteousness, inspires us to cultivate communities built on respect, mutual aid, and unwavering moral conviction. Ultimately, the story of Deborah is a call to hope, a call to believe that even in the midst of despair, the spark of divine intervention can ignite a revolution of change. It teaches us that liberation is achieved not solely through the might of armies, but through the steadfast courage of individuals who dare to act on their convictions. In reflecting on her extraordinary life, we are reminded that each of us has the potential to be a catalyst for transformation. Whether it is through a quiet word of encouragement, an act of defiance against injustice, or the simple decision to trust in a higher purpose, our contributions can echo through time and bring about lasting change. May the legacy of Deborah inspire us to listen to our inner callings, to embrace the power of unity, and to stand boldly in the face of adversity. Let her story serve as a beacon for all who yearn for a better, more equitable world, a world where every act of courage, no matter how seemingly small, contributes to the grand tapestry of liberation and hope. The tale of Deborah, the prophetess and judge, stands as an eternal testament to the power of divine guidance intertwined with human resolve. Her life, woven from threads of visionary insight, steadfast leadership, and unexpected heroism, continues to inspire those who seek justice and freedom. As we honor her memory, may we also find within ourselves the strength to face our own battles with unwavering faith, and to build communities that reflect the divine ideals of compassion and righteousness. In remembering Deborah, we are reminded that hope can rise anew from the darkest of circumstances, and that every act of courage is a step toward a brighter, more liberated future.